Good morning, all my beautiful shooters and all you fuckers out there in YouTube lands. Daniel with Papa Pew Pews coming to you live from Waynesville, Georgia. Just hopping on today to see who's up yet. What y'all got going on for today? A few more hours and you finally made it to the weekend, fellas. Let's go. Hop on in, double tap them screens. Drop some comments and sub to the channel as we push towards that 2K mark. Let's get her done. Let's see if it sends out. John Wanks, what is up, brother? Today we playing around with the deuce deuces, the old 22 long rifles. We got the Henry Lever and we got the Walther P22Q out. That's what we playing with today. Still breaking in that old Walther. It's going to be one of my little sidekicks. Bear, what is up, bro? Good to see y'all this morning. Two mag is back up. What up, Xavier? Hope everything's going good, bro. I carry 22 as a secondary, carry gun, never as a primary. Too unreliable of a round. Yep, that's what they say. 22 mag. At work, wanting to go home? Yes, sir. Today's Friday. Couple more hours and it'll be the weekend, fellas. But yeah, I got interesting ideas on that 22. Everybody talks about how unreliable it is, and whether it be light primer strikes, whether it be rounds that don't go off, whether it be not enough stopping power, things in them line. Uh, Things to be headed to work, Xavier. Be safe getting to work, bro. But the 22 round, as far as carry, if you carry every day, and once again, mine's a backup. Mine's just something that'll be with me. If I got to go in somewhere in deep conceal or whatever, that Walther fits right in my pocket. Nobody can see it. It's just, and it's a comfortable little gun. Something you can practice with, be accurate with. Not a loud rapport, so you don't got to worry about letting people 20 blocks away hear you shoot it. So I'm actually enjoying it. And when you think of what you're going to tell the police, or if you're smart, what you're going to tell the police if you have to use one of them, you wasn't shooting to end somebody, you were shooting to stop them. So that 22 in a debate in a courtroom would come a lot better, saying, "Hey, I was just trying to get somebody up off me." So 22s do have a place. They do have a purpose. And plus, with the setup I'm running right here, there's two 10-round mags with one in the pipe. So that's 21. There's 18 in the rifle, so that's what? 39 before I ever have to reload. So 39 22s can put a hurting on something. But just sitting around the house, if I get a rabid squirrel or something that runs up on me, I can back him off. But I'm still trying to research that damn little coin laying right there. Um, Once again, like I told y'all, when my father-in-law passed away, he had a whole trunk full of stuff. And this might, I'm thinking this because he also ordered a bunch of stuff like off these little late night TV commercials. My mother-in-law would always want to kill his ass over that. he'd order all this crazy stuff, and that it, that might be what that is. But I want to research it, see what the hell it is. I know it's not a currency; it's just some kind of coin. So what we got going on this morning, fellas? Other than work, what's the plans for the weekend? Where we going? I get me a fresh ham in the work. Always work, right, Xavier? Work can help you take your mind off some things, though, man. You can immerse yourself into work. That'll help take a little bit off of what you're going through. But yeah, I just took a fresh wild ham, stuck it in the slow cooker. We're gonna do it honey baked ham style in the slow cooker today. Have 2 more days plus stuff on the homestead. Yes, sir. 50 round. What's up? That is the Walther P22Q. Nickel plated 50 round. That has the upgraded hammer, the upgraded safety, the upgraded springs. Taking a 4-day weekend, taking Monday and Tuesday off. Hell yeah. I know my wife's taking Tuesday off because we have a doctor's appointment. That'll be our 3-hour travel day, so she's taking Tuesday off. What we doing for the 4-day weekend, Bear? Nah, it's not SD9. I had one, and now I carry my everyday carry 50 round is the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus and the Smith & Wesson Shield 45. That's one I just picked up just to play around with. I'm breaking it in. We at 325 rounds so far. What is up, Paul Wick? Appreciate everybody stopping in. Y'all do me a favor, double tap them screens real quick. Go check out the content sub to the channel. And as soon as I said that, everybody disappeared. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. I reloaded. Well, what is up, Ammo? Appreciate everybody stopping in this morning. Oh hell, we just hanging out, Wick. I just got that honey baked ham I'm doing stuck in the slow cooker. Got it all seasoned up. Got the brown sugar and the honey stuck in it. Let her cook for about 5 or 6 hours. We should be in good shape. No, I haven't, Bear. No, I haven't. I don't mess with a lot of 22s. I had the old style Walther P22. Then I've got them Heritage 22s, that lever action Henry, and of course the 1022 Ruger. Don't mess with a whole lot of 22s, but here lately, as far as just bumping around out in the yard in case you see a snake or whatever, I've been carrying that 22 more often. Now the Henry, I love going out plinking with it. That's just my play around plinking rifle. That's just my back up, leave me alone handgun. Guys, y'all ever seen some shit like this? I'm still trying to figure out what it is. It came out of my father-in-law's trunk. when he passed away. See if I can get it where you can read the damn thing. Can you read it or is it glare too? And on the other side, it says something about counterterrorism. Just not sure what the hell it is. Yeah, I love the little 1022. You know, Barry, you could do the same trigger job you do on a 1911, if you follow what I'm saying. The same trigger job you do on a 1911, you could do on that 1022. It does look cool. It's a cool little coin. Or challenge coin, something. He probably bought it off one of them late night infomercials, but I like it because it's got little double pistols on it. It's neat little coin. What up, though? How you doing? How y'all doing, family? What you done, Kennedy? What's up, bro? Yeah, I'll take a picture of it. I've been trying to read the writing, but it's too small, and I just took my shot, so I'm waiting on my eyesight to come back to see if I can read it. But on the other side, it's got a Punisher face, and it says something counterterrorism. Not sure. Looks to be copper, and I have another copper coin, so I kept it anyway. Once again, when he passed away, all the family wanted was the land and the money. They didn't give a damn about the personal effects, so I got most of that. But yeah, we chilling this morning. Done got the house straightened up. Done got the food on for tonight. Man, that nickel plating shining. That's a good angle. Done got the government come in and did the monthly house inspection, so might be able to put up my gun wall today, so because I know it'll be at least another month before they come back to my house. That German 1911 and 22 long. Oh, I forgot. I've got because we don't shoot that one. We got the Colt Woodsman. What's that? What's what? What's what, Kennedy? Yeah, Bear. That was my father-in-law's uh, one of his family's firearms that he inherited, and when he passed away, I got it. But the way I got it is I had to go get it back out the pawn shop because my brother-in-law pawned the damn thing, and they called me before once he lost it, they called me before they put it on the shelf, and I went back and got it. They let me get it for what they gave him for it because they knew it was a family heirloom. Oh, that's the Walther P22Q. That's the new Walther P22 with the updated spring. It's got the captured spring with more tension on it than the P22 had, and it's got the upgraded safety and hammer. Where the Walther P22 had all the problems, that one did away with it. The Colt's Woodsman in a box, and he's got something. He needs to keep it. They've got great value on them right now. I need to get another magazine. The one I've got, somebody decided to take a Dremel to the magazine. It still works, but it'll only go through about 7 rounds because they cut some kind of notch in the magazine thinking that would stop some of the hang up. If they would have just replaced the spring, it would have fixed it. Um, but when they cut that notch, now it only run through 7 rounds before it will jam on you. Christopher Lewis, what's up? Christopher, you want anything yet? I'm still sitting here waiting on my patch to come from Copper Top. Been checking the mail every day, hoping that my little Copper Top patch will pop up any day so I can go live and tag him and focus and feature his little patch that I won. But yeah, I was bird as hell. I had to go live, man. I was sitting here damn near about to talk to myself. So what's our plans for the weekend, guys? What we got going on? What did I miss last night and all the lives while I slept? Did I miss anything interesting? Yep, I got the giveaways. I've still got like two more I've got to enter. Um, and then I got to work on mine that I'm fixing to be doing. Oh, you sent some more this morning to all of us, or to somebody, or to like join some more. To everyone. Okay, I haven't checked my Insta. I'll check my Insta here in a few minutes. He had over 1,000 people last night from some sort of Discord group raid thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I messaged you, but as far as going through my messages, I haven't checked none of my messages. Yours had just popped. It showed that you had sent me a message yesterday, and I didn't see it, so I responded to yours. Trying to look out for yes, sir. So yeah, guys, I want to know about this raid thing. I know when I was in Jiminy's show, there wasn't but like 20 people in there, but that was early this morning, I think. Yeah, early this morning. Hell yeah. Llama saw it too and went live. I bet. I bet he was thinking them thousand was going to jump in there. But yeah, guys, I'm just sitting here vulnerable. I got my little 22s out, my self defense for the day. Psych. Ah. What is up, dangerous? A few thousand people going around showing faceless love, and I love it. Hey, I think it's cool as fuck, Wick. I think it's cool that people's doing that, man. Yep, 22 will still make. Hey, a 22 will have you regretting all your life decisions, but that one will too. That and back you up off of them pretty fast. So hand. Here's my hand right here. There's my hand. Hand reveal. There's my hand reveal. Still them smexy fingers. Let's go, guys. Come on, let's get some energy up in this chat this morning. Where the fuck? It's Friday. Even if you got a job, you ain't got shit to do. Where's Matt? I don't know where Matt is, bro. I was hoping he'd pop back in here today. You got lunch to do, right? You got all them hungry folks waiting on you, Xavier. They saying, man, come on to work. We hungry. Well, my wife's going to be surprised. Papa be in the house, bitch, today. There's nobody here. That's me. That was my foot hitting the bed, fool. She going to come home and have a good old honey baked ham. Some greens. She going to think it's Thanksgiving. Why you get rid of your collection, Dangerous? What the hell? SD Crafts, they're soft, he says. Yep, I'm being the good husband today, Bear, because I got something I want tomorrow. So I gotta butter her up somehow or another. Got a great deal on the other house. Hey, bro, that's what these things are, though. We always say they're investments. And a house is an investment. And if you can trade that for a house and maybe keep one of yours, you good to go, bro. Because you can always buy more of these. I've been through my collection so many times, it ain't funny. I've went down to, now I always keep 2 or 3, but I've gone down, emptied all 4 safes several times and started back over. Might do it again. Keeping the 5.7s. There you go. Trying so hard not to put a car, but once again, a car is another thing, man. You got to have wheels, you got to have a roof over your head. And if it's something you can actually buy and own flat out, with the cost of everything right now, like rent, do it. Because the rent's not getting any cheaper. And think about it, you rent a home. I know here in Georgia right now, average rent's $1,200 a month, even for a trailer. It's $1,200 a month. You rent that bitch for a year. What? Over $13,000 a year you're wasting that could be going on a house payment. First OD green lever gun I've seen. That's because that's customized, Joe. I'll tell the story again. That was my father-in-law's basic Henry, just a base model Henry. And when he passed away, I inherited it. Well, I had the wood redone. I had the Cerakote done on it. Being that he was military, we're doing a tribute gun. I'm ordering the plaques that go on each side of the buttstock that have his, what I don't know what you call it because I've never been military. So if I say this wrong, I'm sorry, guys. No disrespect. His military ID or his ID number, the number that's on the dog tags. I'm gonna have that put and the word Rainmaker up underneath it, which because he was a musician and that was a song that he done. So I'm gonna have on the bronze plaque Rainmaker with his military ID. I don't know what you call the number. That's the 22 lever. Sorry, that's 22 lever action. I try not to get into too much military talk because I never was in the military, have very little knowledge of the military, so I never try to disrespect it. Serial number. Okay, Barry, I didn't know what you called it. I knew it was the numbers that's on the dog tags because I have his dog tags, and I also have his DD 214 um, from when he retired or whatever it was. Oh yeah, house is way better, bro. If you could get a house, we own it way bigger, full basement, garage, 4 car parking, bro. That's nice. That's nice. Hey, I'm praying for you, bro. I'm claiming it. You gonna get it, bro. We gonna claim that right now. You gonna get it. Name, rank, serial number. Yep. Yeah, bro. Because like I said, firearms are an investment. That's kind of like gold and silver and coins and all the stuff that we've collected over the years. You know, if I get to where I want something, I'll trade it out, sell it out, whatever. I can always get that stuff back. But a home, it's getting harder and harder. And I have a feeling that's something that's not going to get any easier. It's not going to get no better. It's only going to get worse. So if you can get into one that you can buy, do it. Do it while you can. 16 folks in here. Double tap them screens, guys. Jump into the comment section. Comment. Don't be afraid to talk, man. Everybody in here cool as a fan, man. Y'all join in. Have a good time. Talk some shit. Basically, just have to drop off the rest of the money and pick up the deed. There you go. Bro, Dangerous, I'm going to tell you something. Dead ass. I've made a lot of dumb decisions in my life, and I made a lot of mistakes in my life. But there's a few things that I'm proud of. And when you can sit here and do what I'm fixing to do, you're good to go. I've opened businesses, I've closed businesses, I've made money, and I've lost money. But when you can hold something like this right here in your hand, you're good. And that's a deed. That means as long as you pay your taxes, can't nobody ever take that bitch away from you. Yeah, Bear, I've got some jewelry still. I got a few coins left. I've gone through most of the coins. Um, my wife's got some coins. I've got a few pieces of gold. I got a few pieces of silver. Oh, felons can get their rights restored. Pam Bondi actually just put a thing up. It's up on the table for this coming up year on a new process to help them get their rights restored easier. As long as they're not on any kind of list, like sexual abuse or family violence and stuff like that, any kind of violent stuff. But yeah, they're working on it. Chad, I literally am about to go into physical therapy. That's all. Hey, Chanda, welcome in. Hey, guys, if y'all have not checked out Instructor Chanda, please do so. Sub to her channel. Not to mention Christopher Lewis, Paul Wick, Fair, all the brothers who see comment, man. Go check out their channels. China got a new song. I seen that remix. I liked it. I liked it. Chris, what is up, brother? Chris. Instructor China always makes my day when she stops in. Winchester 3030 and Walther P22. Now, Jeff, that today it's the Henry. Today it's the Henry 22 lever action and the Walther P22. Song is fire, for real, for real. Oh, and also the 1911 ain't too far away. That's the lap puppy for today. We got the 1911s on as the lap puppy. It thinks it's a Chihuahua. All right, China. Good luck. Yeah, that's my wife. I make sure that she's got the jewelry. She's got the ladies Rolex and all that. But once again, she knew when we bought it. All that was an investment. Is that Wisnu? Wisnu? Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Gotta go work. Love you. Stay safe. Hey, bro. Stay safe, Xavier. You're still in my prayers, man. Everything gonna be all right. Now ejection port. No loading area on the receiver. Yeah. Yeah. But, Jeff, I'm supposed to be having another 3030 brought to me today. My friend Betty that jumps in on the live all the time, she's got a buddy that's getting rid of one, and she's supposed to be bringing it out. Dude's in a bind, so he don't want but 3 cheeseburgers for it. I'm like, bring it straight to me. Right, it's still an investment. You hope you don't have to, but and see that's something my dad taught me. My dad taught me. I got a lot of his stuff, and I thank God that he instilled the values and the knowledge he instilled in me. But guns, cars, land, gold, jewelry, just different things. It was always like this is an investment. You get this in case you ever hit a bond, hit a bind. You're never broke. What's up, EDC? EDC for 22 is good enough. That's what I say. It'll work. Because our argument's always we were just trying to stop somebody. The 88's in the background. You can see her sitting there. She's the little blue thing you see in the back, blue and gold thing you see in the back. Yep, the 88's right there, Jacob. There's the 88. 87 Grand National Cadillac CT. Jeff had to mention the CTS. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. My wife totaled my CTS. I had that bitch not even a full week. She totaled it. Yeah, dangerous. I like the 22 mag, which I have that 22 mag cylinder for the Heritage Rough Rider. Where can you get a Mossberg shockwave? Pretty much all the gun shops, I think. Buds Online, I have them. Guns.com, I have them. The old lady don't drive my cars. Yeah. And it's always my cars she wrecks, bro. It's always my cars. So if you have a bad felony, you can't get your rights restored. It's if it's according to the felony, bro. They're changing some of the rules. They are making it easy, and then you got states like Texas and a few friendly states that after so many years you can get rights restored. But there's a few things that if you're on that kind of list, you ain't never getting rights restored. And that's like I can't say it on YouTube, but you can pretty much read in between the lines. Appreciate them hearts. Is that a false pop or is that Serafina doing that? Right. If you're ever charged with a felony, always fight it to the end. Correct. Because it's not easy to get them rights back. And a lot of people think that eventually it just falls off. No, you always have to petition now the Attorney General to get your rights back. But if you've got like armed robbery or drug charges or something like that, yeah, you can get your rights back. If you got a snake charge, if you know what I'm saying, or a touching kids charge, yeah. Doom Room, good morning, brother. Yep. No feeling never fall off. You get to fight. Right. Yep. That is another thing that came out of his. That's another thing that came out of his trunk when he was in Vietnam. He had. It's got his little. That was his little logo for what he was in Vietnam, and that's the little helicopter that he flew. And then later on, he was on the refueling boom plane. You was young at 13. Well, that should have been juvenile record. Yep, they're made in Bradford, Pennsylvania, Jeff. I worked for the Zippo manufacturing plant in Bradford, Pennsylvania, all of about 3 months. And on the back of that Zippo has a map of Vietnam with all the little areas. 13, I got interrogated. Just admitted to everything because I was too immature. Yeah, bro, never admit to anything. I got a friend serving 2 life plus 45 over that. DA and everybody told him just take the plea charge. You know, you're not going to get much time. The judge and everybody, when he actually, he got 2 life plus 45. I went spray paint happy, Brad. I went spray paint happy. I'm going to. It's going to be or Duracoated anyway, but I didn't want it to rust while I was waiting to send it off, so I just spray painted it. Benchmade Tweaker Factory. Because Papa's pimping. Yeah, we did the Mossberg Maverick 88 in blue and gold. That's my high school colors, blue and gold. Desert Armory, what is up, Jerome? But that old Mossberg Maverick's been through hell, though, man. It's been tried to be burned down several times. It's been through I don't know how much ammo now. Been thrown in ditches, ponds, clay. Still come up and fire every shot. Out of RS. Yep, I did that. I covered that yesterday's live, the RXM and what was going on. And it's not only the RXM, bro. It's the shadow systems. Anything that uses that cross safety, the cross hammer bar. Got a pip that is hat and cane to match, right? Hunt starts today. Yes, sir. Go get you one. Yep, the dagger. They're already. They sent the letter to RXM. The letters are going out sometime this coming up week from Anytown Gun Safety USA. They're going out to Dagger. They're going out to Shadow Systems. Um, and there's a couple other companies on the chopping block, and they're demanding that they halt production immediately until changes are made. Whitetail, I'm excited like a little kid. Yes, sir. Did you take the day off so you could go out, or are you waiting for the weekend, Jerome? Jerome, here in South Georgia, it's like a religion, bro. No kidding. Nobody works on opening day. Everybody takes that day off. Everybody's in the woods. Everybody's hunting. Opening day, everybody's there. What is up, Simba? Simba says, Saturday morning, fellas. Y'all won't hear from me. I'm going to be in the woods. No, your juvenile record seals when you're 18 years old, bro. If your sentence did not carry on past that into your adult life, your juvenile record is your juvenile record and it's sealed. Because I had a hell of a lot of stuff in my juvenile. I got lucky. Everything was in my juvenile got sealed. Got to get my hunting license. Yep, that was the first thing I did. Simba says, "Don't talk to me. I am mentally already there. I'm in my peaceful place." Right. If they didn't try you as an adult, it's juvenile. But the way that carries over, though, if your sentence went past your 18th birthday, like if you got sent to prison and you got transferred to an adult jail or something like that, then it's going to be on your adult record. Caught yours a week after 18. Now, that's not saying certain people, when they're looking, can't look at your juvenile. Like if you ever caught another charge, a judge could look at your juvenile record, and that's how they determine the point system on how much time you get. So, especially if you're dealing with the feds gonna look at everything. That expungement process on the state police level, right? Unless it's a crime of violence. Well, no, the reason I say that, Simba, is because my first shooting happened. I was under the age of 18. What's good, Brookside? But I tell you what about expungements, they tell you that shit go. Yeah, okay. When Family and Children brought them kids and dropped them off with me, and they done my background check. What's up, Savage? Um, they pulled up shit from like the early 2000s. I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't even supposed to be on my background. Was charged with illegal possession of a BB gun at 15, shooting pigeon. He couldn't get an FID because apparently they didn't record the explain. Oh fuck. Yeah, they. I've still got one that. Let's see, it was 1995. I was headed to prom. My car broke down. I was headed to prom. We got pulled over, and an officer, because I was driving a Mercedes, my dad's car. They thought we were dealing dope, even though it was prom night. They searched the car, found his 38 pistol in the glove box. They arrested me that night and got me for underage carrying of a firearm. And when I went to court, it was adjudicated once we went to court and done away with. But DFAX was able to pull that up on my damn record from 1995 till now. When not even, and I've got a gun permit. It didn't even show up when they did my gun permit background check. But they were able to pull that shit up. But Family and Children Services also pull up the record on, like, if anybody ever called the police and made a police report on you, that pulls up in their record searches also. So my whole thing that made the newspaper about Uno game gone bad, yeah, that was in there too. What the hell are you trying to grab, boy? The fuck is? Did you go out there and get a bad mushroom or something? You over here tripping? Yep. It ain't easy once you catch them charges, bro. To get them off, it's a bit. When I got my top, they sent the local interview your parents, childhood best friend, parents, siblings. Oh yeah, I had them background checks ran on me. Kings Bay Naval Submarine Base because it's a nuclear sub base. I owned a taxi cab company and did all their transport. But to do their transport, I had to give references. They had to check references. They had to do all kind of shit. Oh bullshit. Think disregarding the law. Too many speeding tickets, no permit to carry. Oh wow, that is some bullshit. Cause that's traffic. That's not criminal. That's civil. That's traffic. Hey, they do got one they trying to put in place now though. If you owe back child support, they're wanting that to go against you and being able to get a gun permit. This recommendation since Jesus, my intel. Right. They think people don't know their rights. Yeah, pretty much. That's like a buddy of mine. He's dead and gone. Luckily, well, not luckily, but he passed away before he went to court. But I was waiting for him to go to court because I was going to be there. Um, because what was done was blatantly illegal. Georgia is a open carry state. He got pulled over for a tail light. His pistol was sitting on the passenger seat. Officer walked up to the passenger side, reached in the window, and grabbed his gun, which is illegal in an open carry state. Ran the serial number, said it was a stolen gun, and they arrested him. He sat in jail for like a week. Unfortunately, he passed away before the court date come up. So, guess we ain't got to worry about it now. But that was illegal as hell. Oh yeah, all hell's gonna break loose there. Not for a little while though, Barry. It's gonna be a little honeymoon phase for a little while. You know, they never show their face card the first year or so they're elected. They're gonna show their face card a little bit later on. I know he's already asking for donations for everything he promised everybody for free. So somebody still got to pay for it. They had him on this morning talking about, remember when during the election when I told y'all to stop sending me money? Well, y'all can send me money again. Why? Bro, you said everything was free. Why the fuck I want to send you some money for? Cops like pulling me over. Can't. It's even traffic infraction invalid. Then they act like they're doing me a favor when give they do me that way with seatbelt violation. Bro, a seatbelt ticket in Georgia is literally $15. I will not wear a seatbelt. Got a note from the doctor and all that says that it would cause me more damage on my shoulder to wear a seatbelt than not to wear one. And they'll pull me over every time. Well, we're just gonna write you a warning, bro. I'll pay the $15. My home once asked to interview me in my home. I said no way. I made them do it there at their office. They recorded it. They told me I couldn't in public office. Right, man. And I'm gonna tell you, CPS is a pain in the ass, bro. That's who I'm dealing with because I'm raising my grandchildren. I have legal custody of my grandchildren. That CPS is who I'm dealing with. And they literally brought a form in my house, and then she tried it again last night because last night was my monthly visit and asked me would I list every firearm I owned. And I says, no, I would not even list that for the FBI. That is against my civil rights, and I will not list every firearm. I'll show you everything's in safes. I'll show you where they're at. But I'm not listing my firearms and the serial numbers for nobody. No. They want you to voluntarily go on a damn, what you call it, list. I have no problem showing them folks that my stuff is properly stored. The kids can't access it. I have no problem with none of that. But as far as telling you how many and showing you serial numbers, nah, bro, we good. I got a bunch. That's all you need to know. They aren't taking them right. Texas is more than that for a seatbelt? Wow. Yeah, Georgia's $15. Yeah, Brookside, they'll drop a lot of cases they don't need to, and then they'll take up cases that they shouldn't. And then every CPS in every state will tell you how overwhelmed they are. Like right now, because of the government shutdown, they've had in Georgia, they've had several quit. They're already understaffed. Now they're backed up. Nothing's getting done. They're not supervising these kids. They do way more damage in a lot of cases than if they would have left the kids in the home. Um, mental wise. It's a very intrusive process. They make it to where nobody wants to be foster homes because you open yourself up to all kind of bullshit. Us foster homes feel like we're the ones under investigation because monthly they check my references. They don't call me, they call people who know me and ask them, hey, how's the kids? Is he doing anything wrong? Is he doing everything right? They make you feel like you're the one under investigation. I can have no alcohol, no marijuana. I can have none of that in my system while I have these kids. Being that I take medicine, I have to give monthly pharmacy reports and doctor reports stating why I'm on the medicines. Yeah, they make you feel like you're the one that done something. Damn, 150 for a seatbelt ticket? Shit. Yeah, Georgia knows we ain't gonna wear them. They just give you a $15 ticket, bounce on. Yeah, yeah, Savage. I'm not gonna argue that. Yes, you're right, bro. I can go get my handbook from the class I just took and graduated, and show you some of the stuff in there now about inclusivity or whatever, and they have rewrote the whole handbook to include the transgender stuff and the man. Look here, it was a whole 6 hours in this course that I took. They took a whole 6 hours just to discuss that chapter. Take 700 burgers. Now our most expensive. Now I'm not. Now super speeders. I'm not talking about that. But regular traffic ticket is failure to move over. The move over law. I was first person in the state of Georgia to catch that ticket. It hadn't even took effect yet, and I was trying to move over, but it was a semi and I couldn't move over. So I slowed down to like 10 mile an hour and went around him. Well, the officer pulled me over. Then he pulled another two cars over while he had me pulled over for the same thing. He wrote 11 tickets that day. We were all in court the same day. The judge read the move over law. It was $867 for that ticket. He read the law and he stated, he said, wait a minute, I don't even know about this yet, and I'm a judge. He said, so how do you expect the public to know? He said, so I'm going to, he made everybody stand up who had the tickets. We all stood up and he threw our shit out. But he asked us, he said, do you know about the law now? I said, yes, sir. He says, okay, well, I'm going to dismiss this ticket, but if you catch another one, it's $867. But now they've included not only law enforcement vehicles, it's tow trucks, county, anything with flashing lights on the top of it. If it's pulled over on the side of the road, you don't yield and move over. They get one mag drop. What's up? Appreciate you stopping in. Hey guys, y'all go check out one mag drop. Um, bro, drop your handle so everybody can sub to you. Um, but go check out Real One Mag Drop, man. It is a great live. He's usually live around 2 p.m. my time, which is Eastern time, or 3 p.m. Eastern time to about 4 o'clock when he has to make a phone call. But go check out his channel, up and coming, a lot of energy, a lot of fun. I enjoy the hell out of it. Pulled over going home from Iraq, just left a military funeral. Was hauling ass to Virginia 100. Oh, that's criminal. 101 miles an hour. 100. He let you go because he thought the captain was going to get your ass. Congrats on the record, Papa. Right. Oh, bro, we promote channels, man. That's what I do. We sit here and promote. I'm a big person on. If you ever come in my channel, just drop your handle, man. People start subbing. That's how we do it, bro. We helping each other grow. That's what I said. That was that. That's why I paused when I read that. I said, "Oh, that's criminal." We had one. We had one. The police ended up having to pop him. Um, he was doing 120 through Kingsland, Georgia, and they pulled him over, and he went to fight the cop. That's all over YouTube. He went to fight the cop, and the cop popped him. But yeah, that's they'll handcuff your ass. Now here, Georgia's got the little super speeder law, and they're slick with that. They'll write you your ticket. You'll go down to the county courthouse and you'll pay it. The moment you pay it, they send it to the state. The state then sends you a $200 fine on top of that for being a super speeder, and then your insurance will send you notification that your insurance is going up because you got a super speeder. What they call that SR1 insurance, or it's the same kind of insurance you got to have if you got a DUI. I think it's called SR1. My boy was born. I see you. 2000. And the local PD car of mine doing 148 miles. God, no. Said it wasn't you. Yeah, you can't outrun them Motorola's, unfortunately. I was on somebody's live this morning or something, and they were talking about that same shit about where they live. They could be in 3 different states in like 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, but them damn Motorola's can be there instantly. AT Customs, what's up? But yeah, guys, go Rack. What's up, bro? Raj. Wonder why you're alive in this world. Savage, you should be you. Yeah, I ain't speeding. I'm rehearsing for Fast and Furious. I'm qualifying for NASCAR type shit. Ooh, which I had my days of speed. Now my ass tried the speed limit, bruh. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. Tired of the daily fight at home. I get it, Raj. I get it, man. Keep pushing. Tomorrow be better, man. That's what you tell yourself. Every day you strive for the next day, man. That's how you get through it. I've had my share of tough times, man. Have friends everywhere. Call my buddy said, open your garage. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I was riding with my dad. We were on I-16 in between Macon and Savannah, Georgia, and he had the 500 SEL Mercedes, but it was the European with the European 5.0 liter engine in it, all black. He had that bitch bottomed out. I'm talking about just stretched out. We saw the lights come on, and the lights go right back off. In other words, they knew there wasn't no way they could catch it. They didn't see the tag. It was dark as hell. He went up about 3 exits and hopped off. And there wasn't no way they could catch him. I never got a ticket, never got pulled over. Only got your license. That's because you just got your license, homie. Everybody drives better without their license. I told a judge that once. He gave me an extra 6 months suspension. It was a car that outrun the cop there a couple weeks ago. The description was exactly the same one. And now everybody thinks it's you. No, bro. I'd be like, hey, that wasn't me, homie. You've been driving 15 years. That's what I'm saying. You drive better without your license. Once you get them license, you get cocky, right? That's when you start getting pulled over. We had a car that was broke down our driveway. They tried to give us a ticket for it. Hey, you get that here, Simba. If you don't have insurance and a current tag on the vehicle, broke down or not, they come start writing you tickets. You cannot have a vehicle on your property, running or not, unless it's tagged and insured. Carbon fiber hood, fenders, wings, racing, clutch, transmission, brakes, tons of engine work. Oh, they catch you, bro. Come to Georgia. GSP, they'll chase your ass indefinitely. GSP will break out the drones on your ass. They'll hijack a damn B-1 bomber if they got to. You pull up to the house, they'll pop out at your mailbox type shit. Be all up in your cupboards. Perfectly clean record. Mine's clean now. Last one I had was I got 2 tickets within a 2 week period in a little town called Homerville, Georgia. They got 1 red light and 3 police that stay pissed off. And they catch me every time. A slightly modified Jetta. Man, I love the Jettas. I had the diesel Jettas though. Hey guys, once again, y'all go check out Real One Mag Drop. Go check out Brookside, Paul Wick, all the brothers you see commenting, Savage. Go check out all of them, man. Sub to the channels. Y'all know how we do. 55 miles. I'm trying to remember what my highest speeding ticket was. I think my highest speed was 90. I think that's the highest they ever caught me at. Bro, I loved my Jetta diesel. I loved it. And then I had that little Porsche 914. We took the Volkswagen motor out of it, dropped a 911 Carrera engine in it. I drove that for like 6.5 months before we sold that. That was a little badass too. And then I had the little Fiat Spider convertible. That was a badass little joker too. Couldn't keep a clutch in them though. The slave cylinders would go bad. It would eat the clutches up. I drove that little bastard from Nashville, Tennessee back to Brunswick, Georgia, 10.5 hours with no clutch. Just shifting it by the RPMs of the motor. 181 in a truck? No, fastest in a car. Gotcha. On a track. Gotcha. Well, see, that was the thing about them European Mercedes that they were shipping over here. Now they've got it where when you import them, you automatically got to change the windshield, the headlights, put a governor on it right off the rip because they'll easily do 190, 195. I don't go over 150 allegedly. The XJ7s sucked. They had recycled garbage bags as their wiring harnesses. That's the only thing about Jaguars. Blower motor will cost you $1,000. The little factory radio was $750. Um, yeah, them XJ7s were a bitch. But the XJ12s, other than being fire hazard, they were fire. I was caught on 95 on a 40. On the first day I brought Tesla back into pulled over, they tried to cite me for speeding and having an iPad on the dashboard illegally. Fucking Georgia for you right there. Yep, that's how they be, bro. That's how they be. Oh, yeah, they're quiet and quick, but they just don't see the way I travel though. Oh, I got the fancy rose gold. No, that's spray paint, Shadow. It's spray paint. Don't get you started on your car journey. Yep, the '80s Mercedes had biodegradable wiring harnesses. They sure did. But I love my '80s 123 body style Mercedes, man. That's what I've owned the most of, are the Mercedes diesels. I could go pick them up $900 to $1,000. I could come back here, put maybe 600 in them, and flip them for 3 grand all day long. Because a lot of times, like especially with the hard shift and everything, all it is vacuum. That whole car runs on freaking vacuum. It not wanting to shut off when you turn the key off, vacuum. It not wanting to shift, vacuum. Um, Door locks not wanting to work, vacuum. That whole car runs off vacuum. Where was what at, Shadow? Oh, Iraq. Gotcha. 300D, bro. I had the 240s, the 220s, the 240s, the 300Ds, the 300 SDs, the 300 TDs. Love my 300Ds, man. They're half a million mile cars. They get 500,000 miles on the diesels. Feet dang, I'm going 120, 30 foot. That was Six Flags. Good Lord of mercy. Yeah, I sit here and talk Mercedes with you all day long, bro, because that's what my dad done, man. That's matter of fact, they called him Mercedes Ben because his name was Ben, and he owned dealerships and repair shops my whole life, and that's all we done was Mercedes, BMW, Jaguar, Volkswagen, Audi. That was what we done. The 300D worst problem was the little fuel pre-filter, the little clear pre-filter. You'd lose power, get out, take that joker, empty it out, beat it out a couple times, put it back on, you'd have power again. And them damn glow plugs, even without wires, right? You can't kill them, bro. The CLK 250 V8, the CLKs. Problem with the CLKs was the transmissions. Um, any of the C classes had problems. During that time frame that them were coming out, they were doing collabs with Toyota, and then when Dodge bought in, you had a lot of problems with transmissions. That was the E class, the 190E, the going on past there. Oh, that's what I had. I had the CD, which was the coupe diesel, a 2 door diesel coupe. Matter of fact, that's you can find that over in my content somewhere. Them jokers would run, but they would rust. Good God, them hoods would rust. They were fucking rust buckets. Oh, they were so easy to work on. Matter of fact, I'm looking for another one now because the last one I had, I sold to buy my daughter a car to send her off to college, and now I'm looking for another one. Mileage and longevity, correct. And like here in the South, they're great. They do not like cold weather. You'd have to install a block heater if you lived up north. Um, but the diesels would just run, man. And back then, diesel was cheaper than gas. So you get a diesel, and for a couple bucks, drive that bitch all week. What's up, Green Hood Smoke, brother? Appreciate you stopping in. We talking cars. We were talking guns. Now we're talking cars. Y'all get me started on Mercedes. I'll talk for hours on that though. Love them so much. Got a tattoo on the leg. The old TriStar. No, yeah, 300,000 is nothing on a diesel. When I got rid of the one I got rid of, we were still over 400 pounds of compression each cylinder. Um, it had roughly 700,000 miles on it. Like I said, with a diesel, the main thing is the glow plugs. You got to make sure you maintain the glow plugs, the fuel system. But hell, a cap of bleach and a cap of transmission fluid in a fuel tank goes a long way. Everybody talks about high def and all this shit for diesels. No, one cap of transmission fluid, one cap of bleach. That's all you need. Isuzu. Oh hell, I missed the little Isuzu pickup trucks. Oh, and the little Chevy Loves. We sank one of them bitches in a mud hole one time, literally all the way to the roof. They were your parents' cars, Paul. They weren't registered to you. Oh my god. My Duke's friend has a F Series Ford, not sure which one. Has like 680,000 miles on it. Yeah, I could believe it. 98 Dodge Ram V8, 102,000 miles. Got a truck bed topper. Set up there. Bug out vehicle frame bed. Hell yeah. Buddy of mine's got the, I don't, it's, I think it's a F 250, maybe the 350, but I think it's a F 250. And he's got that bitch bugged out. I mean, it's got the topper, it's got the roof rack, it's got the brush guard push bar on the front of it, it's got the big ass metal running boards that look. It looks like something out of Mad Max. It looks like the damn tires are bulletproof even. But that is one of them, and he's got it all painted this like matte flat black, and it looks like something that you drive in the apocalypse. You can get a car without a license easy. Yeah, hell yeah. Used to. I don't know if you still can. Them little buy here, pay here lots, bro. As long as you had the money, they didn't give a damn if you had a license. Like, here you go. Oh, yeah, we always put the insurance on it, bro. The 2025 Santa Cruz. Hey, I like them, what they call the Subaru Outbacks. Now, the other little Subaru, the little sporty looking little bastard, them transmissions sucked. Yep, the roof rack, the light bar, the Rhino liner, rocker panels. Gotta say, oh god, kids can play. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I want to get one of them Volkswagen things, bro. I want to make that my shit hits the fan vehicle. Volkswagen thing. You don't know what you can get today. I want another 300D, bro, or 240D. The old bubble-eyed 240D Mercedes, 123 body style, maybe even 75, 76 model 220D. I'd take something like that. Take the SRS up north in the winter. I'll tell you another one that doesn't surprise me for me for driving icy roads and stuff, and that's the the all-wheel drive Cadillac Escalade. Man, we took that up into Blue Ridge Mountains and the Smoky Mountains. Um, it was snowing and icy as hell. We had no problems handling that thing. Oh, grilled cheese. I'd love to get one of them. I got that damn 2018 Chevy Silverado, and I absolutely hate that damn thing. I wish I would have never traded in my Nissan. I had a 2023 um, Nissan Frontier, fully loaded. Um, and then I seen that Silverado and got it, and I wish the hell I'd have never done it. The PT Cruiser, if you can keep the damn things running, them some bitches. If you strike a match near the engine, it's gonna overheat and blow the head gasket. Them damn PT Cruisers blow a head gasket by sneezing. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting anything soon. I'm getting my wife something, but I want to get something. Matter of fact, I may get a wife the truck if I can find a little 300 diesel or something that I can just bump around in. Um, give the wife the truck and I'll keep that. I don't even care what it looks like. I'll rattle can that bitch at this point. Yeah, the 5.9 liter. Yeah, see, I can't rent vehicles. Same reason I couldn't rent firearms, bro. I have a problem giving them back. Be like, nah, I want this. What I gotta do to keep it? 50 little truck with a Mitsubishi four-cylinder engine. That thing had an air conditioner that would blow. Bro, I even had a little ass Geo Metro at one point. Now them little bastards would you could drive them forever on almost no fuel. Little three-cylinder, but going up a mountain's a bitch. I've had just about yeah, I've had almost any kind of car you could think of, bro, from expensive to cheap. But that little Geo Metro, I had that with my first wife, and um, we went up to Tennessee in that thing, and going up them mountains. By the time you get to the top, that little bitch will be wound out, just trying to make it. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Mighty Max. Right? Don't talk that way, bro. That ain't even cool, man. It ain't that bad, I promise you. My buddies had an old Raider. The Raider. I'm trying to think what the Raider was. Tip over meter at the dash. Barely hauling around the corner. What came? Raider. I'm trying to remember what the Raider was. Hold on. I can't picture that one at the moment. See, I missed my '76 Ford that I had. Let's say that was the F100, or was it the F150? It may have been the F150. It was '76 model with the round headlights. Yeah, a Zuzu. See them Nissans, man. Them old Nissans and old, even old, what was it? Datsun B210 Datsuns. You couldn't kill them bitches. I thought the Montero was like the SUV type. I may be wrong. It had the Makuni carburetor on it, if I'm not mistaken. The old S10s, yeah, them were neat. You, hey, I know somebody right now that's got the old S10 with an LS1 engine in it, or LS engine in it. Big old hood scoop on the hood, slicks on the back. Yeah, you can get engines. Yeah, we got a place around here, man. You can get them for the cheap. Oh, I'd love to get an old Datsun Z. you'd be sitting on top of gold mine. Them things are highly sought after now. That and uh, Toyota Supras, not the Geo Tracker, little flip over bastards. I loved them. I loved them. They were like riding around in a matchbox car. Prices have skyrocketed, bro. Oh, I'd love to get an Opal. That and the damn Studebakers. There just wasn't a lot of them that survived. I like my old cars, man. That's back when cars were made. I mean, nowadays, if you lean up against them, you got a damn dent. If you bump into a damn pole at Walmart, it's totaled. But I gotta say, y'all go look at that YouTube short where I'm talking about car insurance, and y'all see that Volkswagen Atlas in the background that my wife got hit by with a semi. I gotta brag on that car, man. That kept my daughter and my wife alive. I was surprised, it being a new car, how tough it was. But that Volkswagen Atlas took a hit from a semi doing 65 mile an hour. It totaled the hell out of the car, but it should have been a lot worse. With that, I fit anywhere. Not the Impala, man. Man, don't get me started on Impalas. The round bodies, the square bodies. Yeah, you hit a pothole and the check engine light comes on. Right. 4-inch lift, 31 tires. Yeah, I'm running 33s on my Chevy. Yeah, 33s. And the Monte Carlos. Look here. I had them in the round body Monte Carlo, the square body Monte Carlo, the Monte Carlo that had the big giant ass 500-foot hood. Oh, the Super Snake. That's what my wife wants, Chris. That's what she learned to drive in. That's what she really wants. She wants an El Camino because that's what she learned to drive in. And about every other day, I want an El Camino. I want an El Camino. Yeah, you meant on the Geo. Damn. Damn. Yeah, them Dodge Vipers, the burnt orange. Oh, that was fire. Audi's Audi's decent. They wasn't very reliable, especially when they came out with that Audi 5000. Um, they would rev up and people were going through storefronts and all kind of stuff, going through their garages and everything else. They actually had a legit issue with them. Um, but some of the Audis are nice, man. El Rancho, yep. Actually, from what I was told, that's what she learned to drive in was the El Rancho that she's calling the El Camino because Papa kept saying it was a Rancho, not an El Camino. But to her, it was an El Camino. You lift up everything. Yep, I agree, grilled cheese. I love my off roading. If it's there, I want to be able to go through it with a big turbo. You know what, Wick? I'm really getting into the turbos, man. It just excited me the other day. Old boy had that Dodge, and when he fired it up, it sounded like a damn jet fixing to take off. That whistle. I wasn't big on turbos, man, but I'm getting more and more to where I want me a turbo. World War II Jeep, the old Willys Jeep. CJ, the Jeep truck is the one I'm trying to think of that had the bed on it. CJ, was that CJ 7 or CJ 10? It's the Jeep with the truck bed on it. That's the one I'd like to get a hold of. The old Toyota Celica. Yep. My mama had a Mazda hatchback. That's what I drove when I went and took my license. Literally had to take two befores and put on the floor to keep your feet from. It was a Flintstone vehicle. It had no floorboards. Gladiator. No, but it's not the new version. I'm talking about this would have been early '80 model Jeep that I'm talking about. It was the CJ. I want to say CJ 7 was what I'm talking about. Maybe CJ 10. I think CJ 7 was the actual regular Jeep. I think the 10 was the pickup truck. But it's been so many years. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm talking about anyway. I turbo everything as possible. It makes sense. Well, that was like that Acura CL that I had. It had a stage 2 turbo on it. Now, that was a little sleeper car. But yeah, I'll eventually get me something to bump around in. That way I'm not stranded at the house when the wife goes to work. But I do miss having the little Mercedes sitting in the yard. This is the first time since I've been 16 that I haven't had some kind of Mercedes sitting in the yard. I bought my wife the ML 320. She had the ML 320 for the longest time. We traded it in for that Volkswagen that she totaled. Wish I wouldn't have traded that. That was the Hello Kitty mobile. Had the CJ 9. Had the actual back seat, two-door model. Yeah, that's right, Raj. Relax yourself with a cigarette, bro. Walk around if you got to. Calm yourself down. Find your place and just chill for a few. Everything gonna be alright. Oh shit, guys. Hey, I gotta hop off for a few minutes. I will come back. I love you guys, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for a little while, talking with me for a little while. I gotta go do this stuff with this ham real quick. But I will be back on in a little bit. Love you guys. Stay strapped. Keep one in the tube. Pay attention to what's going around you and always be blessed.